Hello, everybody. I am so excited to be live here on Facebook. My name is Jessie Lane Lee, and today I'm going to talk all about probiotics. I'm going to talk about what they are and how they work to boost your energy levels, and then finally talk about how you can start incorporating them into your daily life. So if you're new to me, again, my name is Jessie Lane Lee. I am a holistic nutritionist, I'm an author, and the founder of JessieLaneWellness.com. I am also super excited to be the new instructor for Clean Eating Academy's course, Eat Clean for Energy. I am someone who has tons of energy, and I really want to make sure that you can have as much energy as I have. So I teamed up with Clean Eating to put together this course that talks all about different ways that you can incorporate healthy living and healthy food and, of course, healthy cooking to boost your energy levels. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about the course at the end of this video. Now, for those who are on Facebook Live and are actually live with me, yay, hello. If you guys have any questions, please type them out and I will answer them as I see them pop up. However, for those watching the replay, no worries. I'm going to be monitoring the comments here for the next little bit, and I will answer any questions you guys have and make sure you get all the answers you guys need. So let's get started. We're talking about probiotics, and I want to talk about probiotics today because they're really gaining in popularity. I see people talking about them. I see ads for probiotics while I'm watching Bachelor in Paradise, all this stuff, but I really don't know if people understand like how they can actually help, and there's not very many people who really get how they boost energy levels on top of just working on your gut. So that's why I chose to talk about them today. So what are probiotics? Well, probiotics are the good guys. They're the good bacteria in our gut that really help us with digestion. Now, what they aren't are an antibiotic. So there's a lot of confusion about that. We take antibiotics when we're sick and they kill all the bacteria in our bodies, the good and the bad. Probiotics are not antibiotics, they're probiotics. So what they do is they're the good bacteria in our gut and they don't kill the bad guys. What happens is that the more good bacteria that colonizes in our gut, the less room there is for the bad bacteria to get there. And the reason we want to keep that bad bacteria away is because that's where we see a lot of digestive issues coming up when we have tons of bad bacteria. We get the gas, we get the bloating, we get the farting, and we get low immune system, a ton of health things that we really want to avoid. So we want to make sure our gut is full of good bacteria. And the best way to do that is through probiotics. I love them. So they have a ton of health benefits. And I've mentioned a few already. For digestion, that's the biggest one, right? We all think probiotics and digestion go hand in hand, and it really does. Because if our gut is full of good bacteria, then we're easily able to properly and efficiently break down our food. When our digestion is not working properly, we're not getting everything we need out of our food. And because of that, our body doesn't get the micronutrients and macronutrients it needs to fuel us and give us that energy. So when our digestion is not working, our energy levels are low. But if we have that good bacteria in our gut, it really makes sure that all that food is properly getting digested and utilized, instead of literally going in one end and out the other. So we want to make sure we have that good gut bacteria there. On top of that, probiotics play a huge role in the immune system. So for those with everybody going back to school, right, it's September, you don't want your kids or yourself to start getting sick as cold and flu season comes on. Taking probiotics or eating probiotic foods can really help maintain that good gut bacteria and keep your immune system strong. Everybody in my house is on probiotics. I take them, I give them to my dog, my baby. We all do it, and we have great immune systems. On top of that, they can increase our resistance to food poisoning because we have the things we need in our gut to properly work with that food. They prevent urinary tract infections, which can be very common in females. They help regulate peristalsis, which is the movement of the intestines that essentially move the poop out of your body. So they make sure you have really good poops. And they're also great for balancing our blood sugar levels and regulating neurotransmitters and amino acids like tryptophan that are going to help us sleep. So how are these joined to energy and how probiotics help energy? Well, the coolest thing about probiotics is they actually help in the manufacturing of B vitamins. And B vitamins are our energy boosting vitamins. Those are the vitamins that give us the energy we need to do everything, from sit at our desk and work, to run, to play with our kids, to chill out and read a book on the couch. Not that it takes too much energy. So we need those B vitamins, and probiotics actually help produce them. Yes, we're going to get them through our diet, but we can also produce them internally, which is super cool. So out of the B vitamins, they all play a really big role in our energy levels. So vitamin B1 is really good for the cellular production of energy and part of glucose metabolism. So how we break down our sugars and change it from sugar to an energy molecule that we can actually use. B2 is a building block for coenzymes that play a role in energy production. So coenzymes are kind of like a catalyst. They jumpstart that energy reaction. B3, which is also known as niacin. If you guys have ever done the niacin flush, it gets your blood pumping. If you take too much niacin, you get flushed in the face. It's really cool. But it plays a role in glycolysis, which is the process of creating energy from carbohydrates and sugars. And B6, we hear a lot about that one, and that helps with the release of glycogen, which is stored glucose. So if you have enough glucose to fuel yourself right now, your body stores it for later, and vitamin B6 helps release that storage and turn it into energy. Folic acids we hear a lot about, especially when you're pregnant, for brain health and neural tube defects, but they also play a role in energy production as well. And then the last B vitamin is vitamin B12. This one we hear so much about with the vegan and vegetarian community because it is very hard to get enough B12 from our food. But if we at least have our gut making B12, it can really help us out. So hopefully you guys kind of understand that link now between probiotics and energy production, because it helps with the manufacturing of those B vitamins, and those probiotics are making sure that our digestion is working smoothly. So we're properly digesting our food so we can turn it into fuel to fuel our bodies. On top of that, probiotics, there's two types that are pretty popular. There's Lactobacillus acidophilus and Bifidobacterium. Kind of confusing words. Don't worry about it. You don't need to memorize those. The main thing about those, though, is that they are specific probiotics that increase the absorption of minerals that are used for energy production. Minerals like iron, copper, magnesium, and manganese all play a key role in our energy levels, especially iron. So we're going to make sure that with probiotics and those two specific ones, we are absorbing those minerals so our body can actually use them. So where do we get probiotics? How can we get on this probiotic bandwagon? Hopefully I've convinced you that it's something you want to do for your overall health and energy levels. So how do we do it? Well, there's two ways. You can do it through your food or through supplementation. So I'll start with food. When we're talking probiotic food, we're talking things like sauerkraut, kimchi, yogurt, kombucha, kefir, those kind of things. These are all really rich in that good bacteria, and I'm sure you guys have heard that before. And this all occurs is because they are fermented. Similar to how we make beer and alcohol, we ferment. So the good bacteria in these foods starts eating away at the sugar and starches in the food to create more good bacteria for our guts. On top of that, in the lacto-fermentation process, when we're fermenting fruits and vegetables, we get more enzymes, we get probiotics, we get omega-3s, we get B vitamins, so it just increases the overall nutrients of that food. So you can find a lot of these in the grocery store if you don't want to venture out and make it. You can find sauerkraut, kombucha, kimchi, yogurt, pickles, miso, tempeh, and stuff like that in the grocery store. And those are such great foods to start adding to your diet to increase your probiotic amounts. Or you can make it yourself, which is so much fun. So in my course, Eat Clean for Energy, I have a whole video showing you how simple it is to make coconut yogurt. Because if you've ever purchased coconut yogurt, it costs a lot. And if you make it your own, it is so simple. It's really easy to do. You basically mix it, leave it for a couple of days, and then you've got yogurt. So it's so much cheaper and a lot easier, well, maybe not easier, but more convenient sometimes than buying it at the store because you just need to make sure you have that coconut milk. I also talk about kombucha in my course and show you how to make that as well. So really great ways. The other way to get it is through supplementation. So you can go out there and find a really good probiotic supplement. The thing is, you want to make sure you're getting a good one. So sometimes the one you'd find at the general grocery store are not high quality. So talk to myself, a nutritionist, or someone who can help you figure out what one is best for you and which one is best for your digestive needs, your health needs, and of course, boosting your energy levels. I am someone who eats probiotic foods, but I find I don't eat them enough, so I actually do supplement as well. As I mentioned, myself, my dog, my baby, we all take probiotics and we love them. So I think I see some questions popping up here. Let me just see. Oh, hello. Someone's just saying hi. Nice to see you. Anna Maria is here. Hello. Yeah, so that should hopefully explain to you guys why we love probiotics and what they are. They're those good bacteria in your gut helping keep your immune system strong, keeping your digestion on track, and producing those B vitamins to boost your energy levels. You can get probiotics from your food and from your supplementation. And they are really, really great, and I do recommend everybody try to at least incorporate the probiotic food into their diet. So if you want more energy boosting tips, I strongly recommend that you check out my course, Eat Clean for Energy. I am so excited for it. It's a 7-week course and we start September 17th. But don't worry, if you join after September 17th, it's totally fine. It's still going to be available and you can just go through at your own pace. So 7 weeks. Week 1 is a really cool week. It's our introduction week. We talk about foods that zap your energy that you definitely want to be avoiding. And we talk about hydration and how water actually plays a really big role in our energy levels. When we're dehydrated, we get super tired. Week 2, we talk about macronutrients, so carbohydrates, protein, and fats, and how those affect our energy levels and also the balance of those 3 macronutrients for the best energy that you can have. Week 3, we talk about micronutrients. So I mentioned those today. Those B vitamins and the iron are the 2 main ones for energy, but there's a lot of other ones like copper, manganese that I mentioned that also contribute. And we're going to talk about how we can incorporate those into our diet through foods that are really rich in those vitamins and minerals. We spend so much time in the kitchen during this course. We're always making food and we're cooking. There's lots of videos and also information as well. It's really fun. Week 4, we cover blood sugar balancing because if we're on that blood sugar roller coaster, we have those high highs and those low lows where we just want to curl up and take a nap. Week 5 is all about digestion. So probiotics are in there, but I also talk about enzymes, another thing that sometimes people get confused about, very different from probiotics, and sugar and allergies and how those affect our digestion and then how our digestion affects our energy levels. In week 6, we talk about hormone balancing because you better bet if your hormones are out of whack, your energy is going to be out of whack. And I give you lots of really good adaptogenic herbs and mushrooms and recipes using those to help balance our hormones and boost our energy levels. And then finally, week 7, we really get into lifestyle. So different ways that stress, lack of sleep can diminish our energy levels and how exercise can actually increase it. I also talk about supplementation here as well. So I really hope you guys can join me for this course, Eat Clean for Energy. It's going to be so much fun. It's super interactive. We have our own Facebook group where we can chat. The lessons are really fun with like lots of images and like, you know, pick and choose, very interactive online platform that's really cool. And of course, tons of video content so you get to see me on your screen quite a bit. So I hope you guys can join me and I'm so happy that you signed on today to this video. And yeah, check it out. The link is in this video, but you can also go to jessielanewellness.com/energy and sign up for the course. I hope you have a fantastic high energy rest of your day. All right, bye guys.